ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Awkward Question Time. Please welcome your host, Alex Leam.
Good evening and welcome to Awkward Question Time with me, Alex Leam, the panel show where I take a panel of comedians and subject them to an hour's worth of awkward and frankly stupid questions. Tonight's show is a bit more special than usual because we're being brought to you in association with Miss Imp as part of the online version of the Nottingham Comedy Festival. Because of lockdown 2, it can't be done for real. So, all hail Miss Imp. Hail. Thank you, Miss Imp. So do join in if you are watching us live. Submit a question for the panel, please. More cringe the better, and answer along with us. So if you're watching last week, you may know that we had a special guest in Tony Slattery, who was on with us, and a member of the audience had a chance to ask him a question.
Danielle wants to know, can I ask Tony, if Whose Line Is It Anyway came back on, I'm presuming the telly, because it comes back as a live show, would you go back on it? So if it came back on the telly and the call came, would you?
Suspense is killing me.
That's me. And me as well. I can just hear a faint meowing as well in the background.
Kill them!
Okay! Kill them! Kill them all! Kill them all!
Take that as a no then.
Kill them all! I'd love to say that clip was taken massively out of context, but no, that was basically the last week's show, which is still available to you watch. Please do. It was beyond the pale of randomness, but delightfully so, I like to think. So give us a share, a retweet, or subscribe on YouTube. I'm not going to stand in your way if you do that. You can find me on my Facebook page at Alex Leam Stand Up. Follow on Twitter at Alex Leam, and also just search for my name on YouTube. I also urge you to go and find out Miss Imp while you're there. All hail. So just have a quick look at some of the comments already. Blimey. Yes. Hail Miss Imp. Yes. Thank you, Joel. Agree me with that. And we've got some questions coming in as well. Roger Poultry is on board as well. Hello. Hello, Roger. Ishi, also hailing Miss Imp. Hail Miss Imp. Nice. I believe that's about everything. Yeah, if you're watching the replay, if you're not watching this live, then let us know in the comments where you are and what time you're watching. But do join us live every Sunday night at 8:30. And if you are feeling in a generous mood, then you can donate to the show. Donate via paypal.me/Alex Leam and kofi.com/Alex Leam as well. We're 9 weeks in and only one person has donated in those 9 weeks. But I'm nothing if not optimistic. Some say blindly so. So it's time to bring on tonight's panel. So can you please welcome Benny Shakes, Thomas Kitchen, Kate Lovelock and Alexander Crick. And hello to you all.
Hello.
Hello, excellent stuff, excellent stuff. Alex, can you hear us now?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of, good, we'll take kind of. That's close, that is pretty close. So cool, we'll keep your questions coming in. We've got a fair few already. Oh, hello. Erica Lear, loving the hairy chest, Alex.
Which Alex?
Oh, yeah, good point. Presumably me. So, because I've got some.
I don't have any.
You've hidden it.
Okay, nice. And Tej is here as well, saying hello. I'm here. Hi, Tej. Who says she feels forcibly shanghaied into watching tonight because two of her Leicester Comedy Festival co-stars are on the panel. So hello, here under duress, which is good. So our first question. So as tonight is part of the digital online Nottingham Comedy Festival, we're going to have a Nottingham-based question to begin with. Robin Hood, hero or robbing bastard? So Benny, we'll come to you first. Your thoughts on Robin Hood, judging him massively in a modern context?
Oh, this day and age. I would still say hero. If he's gonna give to the poor. So yeah, hero.
So it's kind of like a medieval Marcus Rashford.
Yeah. maybe, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool. Tom, you're agreeing with Benny.
No, I'm going to say he's a robbing bastard because the amount of great movie roles that Kevin Costner stole from people is unacceptable, and I think
I see.
it's not
Theft by proxy.
Yeah. I mean, it was a terrible film, and he made more films terrible. I tried to take a different spin on it, didn't work.
There was a lot of. I don't think I've ever seen a Robin Hood adaptation I liked, and that's not just me. Local rivalries being from Derbyshire. I just have never liked any of them. Particularly there was the 2006 TV series of Robin Hood, which was rubbish. Don't know if anyone remembers that. No, clearly not. No, that's how good it was. It
I
didn't.
can remember the TV series in the 80s on BBC.
Oh, now that had a decent theme tune.
Yeah, that was
Robin Hood, riding through the glen. That's me riding. Okay. Well, I think I was enjoying that more than everyone else. So we'll come back to
I think
that.
you're the only one
to
enjoying it.
their own.
Yes, as Alex pointed out, I was the only one enjoying that. Your thoughts, Alex? Robin Hood.
Hero, I guess.
Hero. I love the fact that so far, saying that most of Nottingham's tourism is based on Robin Hood, we all can't be asked answering this question for some reason. We're all over like, hero, whatever. Kate, your thoughts?
I think robbing bastard because he's stealing from the rich. Who's to say those rich people weren't giving to the poor themselves, and he is just being a proxy middleman that doesn't need to exist?
So an arrow-firing virtue signaller.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're talking about. But maybe that's me being optimistic about the rich.
Suddenly, this feels like Times Radio. Good. Good. So we're going to come to the comments. It's going off on one tonight. I think it's because we're also being broadcast on Miss Imp. All hail!
All hail.
For a running joke, that is really hard to do because I've got to keep switching screens, but I'm sticking with it. I've gotten this far. Erica Lear, Tony Slattery did an episode of Robin Hood in 2006. Tell me more, Erica. I think that one passed me by. That is a good Robin Hood adaptation. Yes, I'm aware it has talking animated animals. The Disney Robin Hood. What are your thoughts on that one?
Do you mean the one in the 70s or the up-to-date one?
I think that was it. One who's a fox, or am I tripping?
It's a fox. It's a fox.
Yeah. Was a fox. Roger trying to politicise this. Story of politics. The sheriff was a Tory.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to kick off in the comments now. It's going to really kick off in the comments now. For some reason, two people are having a chat about the colour of somebody's beard that's not even on the panel tonight. So that's cluttering up. That's cluttering up my timeline for some reason. Tez just says cream first. Anyone?
Nope.
No. Okay. Explain further, please, Tej. Oh dear. Roger's been on. He's attempted a Robin Hood joke. Do you want to hear it?
Go on, then.
Robin Hood could throw some great parties. All of his men were merry. That's you raised some smiles there, Roger. Unfortunately, you can't hear smiles. So there we are. Just catch up. It's all kicking off with the comments still. Your mic is sounding quite loud compared to everyone else. Oh, picky. Whatever. Yeah, Robin Hood was a Marxist hero. Marxism is coming into it now. Alexandra Creham, could you look more uninterested? Who's the Romanian equivalent? That's a good point. Is there a Romanian folk hero?
I don't know. Do I?
Well, you'd think you would be from there.
Yes,
So you
I
don't.
am.
Good. Joel
And
has
yes,
confirmed.
also I could look more uninterested if you want me to.
How would that look?
I can't show you now. Maybe later.
It's a date. Okay, right. So on to our next question, and that is pre-submitted by Graham Whistler before the show started,
Right.
and it was Benny's moaning already, probably with good reason. Sean Connery, Bobby Bull, Jeffrey Palmer. You can only save one. Who is it? So these are all celebrities who have died recently in quite rapid succession at a rate not seen since 2016. Out of those three, you can only bring one back to life. You can only save them. Who would that be? Kate, we'll come to you first.
Jeffrey Palmer. It's probably controversial, but I just think
Oh, no,
Jeffrey
'cause-
Palmer was awesome.
He did so much in all of his years he was alive, and I had no idea he was 92. So that is a good innings.
Voice.
But for some reason, I can just remember him from the Lamb adverts from the late 80s, early 90s. Just me then. Good. Right. Okay. So one for Jeffrey Palmer. Alex, your thoughts?
None.
None. Wow.
It was their time to die. Why would I interfere with God's plan?
And you thought you were being controversial, Kate. So, so one for Jeffrey Palmer, two for I'm Glad They're Dead. Thomas, your thoughts?
I had to look up who Jeffrey Palmer is because I don't know who he was by name. So is he the guy from Reginald Perry?
Yeah, the guy from Reginald Perry.
I don't know none of them.
Oh,
that's a good start.
Oh, blimey! Oh, it's time. It'll probably be
do.
Right. Whilst you titter away,
Okay.
I'm gonna Google them. I'm gonna Google them for you, Benny.
So
I think Graham Whistler's done this to me because I said I win. Oh yeah, I don't like him.
All right, okay. Benny's glad he's dead. Right, you don't like him, so he's out. What about so it's up between Sean Connery and Bobby Bull?
Oh yeah, no, Bobby, whatever. Was he in football? Was he in football or something?
No. That would have been a great surname if you were a pro footballer, but no, he was.
Oh no, Sean Connery. I liked his films. Yeah.
he was in Robin
Clearly,
Hood,
you never saw. Was he? Oh, that's a point. Wasn't he?
wasn't he?
Oh,
He was
right.
one of them. I'm sure he was.
Yeah, he was King Richard or something.
He was, yeah. At the end.
Right at the end.
Yeah,
one of
I
them.
didn't like him as James Bond. That was crap, but I liked the rest.
Dropping the microphone as he finishes that. Benny, you badass.
It's a good job none of us were at the pearly gates because they were all coming in. No one really wanted to save any of them, did they?
Joel Mole, you're not on your own, Benny. Joel has had to also Google Bobby Bull. Who he then went on to say after he Googled him, oh no, him from Not Going Out. Ugh. And he'd pick Connery.
Don't worry, Benny. We're too young for these actors.
Oh,
That's why Alex and Thomas know them.
Graham should know that I'm not good with words. I'm good with faces, pictures.
Ishii has waded in with, I'm pretty sure I've been covered in Bobby Bull's wee once.
Oh, please tell more.
You took the words right out of my mouth, and I loved how you arched into the microphone to say that as well.
Was it a paying gig or?
No, I won't say that question.
Sorry, John. I was slightly taking you out of context. I didn't say "oh no." It's hard to convey tone. Rolls eyes. Apologies, Joel. Apologies. I was over exaggerating. Few other comments for some of the others who you'd save and not save. Joel Mole, that is cold, Alexandra. That is cold. I thought Sean Connery was immortal. No, check the news. Although Ishii thought you were funny. Probably the side effect of being covered in Bobby Bull's wee. Harry Waddington Brown, Sean Connery, because I'm 25 and he's the only one I've not heard of. There's a little club going on that. 100% Jeffrey Palmer. Possibly too soon. Yes. Ian Bowden. It's not a question as such, but an interesting thing to comment on nonetheless. I'm getting distracted by Alexandra as she's the spit of an American singer-songwriter that I follow. Does she still look like... Who? Tell us who it is, Ian, and we'll look that up. So let us know. Kitty is here saying the Miss stream has just ended. You probably have a sudden influx of viewers now. We have. Hello, influx of viewers. Hello. Nice. And let us know if you have any questions for the panel. Then please do. Let us know. Here's a question that's put up. Now, the fact that there's two people on the panel called Alex can lead to some confusion. So if you could clarify who you're asking of beforehand, that would be great. So question from... question from John Power, who says, Alex, when are you taking me back?
That's my ex. Do you think that question is for you?
I don't know.
Interesting.
There's a period.
Alex is
There's a period
as well.
There's a period of my 20s I don't really remember.
Is that the X? What, you've still got the clock?
Yeah. No.
Well remembered. Bonus points, Benny. Bonus points.
Tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Finally, I get a use for this catchphrase.
Awkward.
Finally. Right, keep your questions coming in. Our next question to all the panel is, what would you like to see at Donald Trump's leaving party? I'm amazed that meme hasn't gone around yet, because as soon as there's an election, then somebody shares an event like come to Theresa May's leaving drinks. So let's just imagine they were all invited to Donald Trump's leaving party. What would you think would happen there? So Thomas, we'll come to you first.
Oh God.
Yeah. So God, you think God would happen?
Yeah, I mean, we're all going to get judged, whether you believe it or not. So maybe it's his time. I don't know. I'd quite like to see Joe Biden just turn up, just to like swinging the keys.
Pop out of the cake.
Yeah. With the keys to the White House, just like, I don't know.
Wearing only a sash.
Yeah, if that's your thing.
Okay,
You thought about it more
I'll
than me, clearly.
I'll stop there. I'll stop there. And Benny, what would you like to see at Trump's leaving do?
I don't know, a load of bleach. So he can clean himself.
So when it gets a bit rowdy later on, throw some in his face, see if it gets rid of that makeup.
No, I didn't mean it like that, but yeah.
That's me twisting your words, Benny. Don't worry. Yeah. Ian Bowden would like to see a mariachi band sing as how much Trump loved Mexico. Oh, that would be cool. He also goes on to say, an assassination. Bit harsh, Ian. Bit harsh. John Power would love to see Clinton in handcuffs at Trump's leaving party. It's getting kinky. So Kate. Oh yeah, Benny woke up with the thought Clinton in handcuffs.
Yeah, it could be a pegging show. His wife could peg him.
Excellent. just when I thought that had died down, it comes back up again. Much like the art of pegging, I suppose. Kate, your thoughts? Trump's leaving, do.
Well, I'd like to see it get shut down by the cops. Just because, like, that would be hilarious that he didn't go to jail for anything, but the music was too loud, so he had to leave that way.
Okay, cool. I'm just thinking like, the chocolate fountains that they have. So the melted chocolate. But instead of chocolate, it's full of that stuff that makes his face orange. So you can just put your own face into it, and it just dripples down. Okay, Alex, what did you like to see?
What was the question?
Donald Trump's leaving, what would you like to see happen?
I don't know. I would like to see Biden getting shot as he's leaving. The vice president becomes the president, isn't it?
Okay, Biden getting shot.
So
everyone's very final tonight. There seems to be a sort of final solution element going on, which is no bad thing. No bad thing. Kitty's been back on. Pegging is forever, Alex.
Yes.
Nice. Joel has said that not the tan fountain. That is awesome. Thanks. I think I might have discovered something here. Sorry, I may have messaged her and distracted her. Who's Joel been messaging?
Me, obviously. As I said before, I get the attention. No, he's my friend.
Right. Okay. Alexander Britta. Nice. Trump's leaving. I'd like to see a Muslim imam converting him for salvation. Not covering him. Note to self: read. Xandra, we know each other. We know Joel. We got there. I'd like to see Trump play He Wants to Be a Millionaire because he's a billionaire. John Morris, to be honest, I'd just like to see Trump leave. He's leaving, Yeah, so a lot of people. So on to our next question. Fireworks. Why? So Kate, this seems to have struck a chord with you. Fireworks. Why?
Fireworks. Why? I mean, why indeed? But I love the idea that it's just like fireworks. Why do they explode? And is that a question like asking how they work or like why they exist?
Well, I mean, if you taking it down to its component parts, we're basically celebrating a failed act of terrorism.
Yeah.
So,
it's not actually to do with that,
isn't it?
No, apparently it was like a pagan festival thing that they did anyway, and then they just tacked the whole Guy Fawkes thing onto it because it was close. Yeah, so like sort of like the reason we have Christmas round the solstice. It's that sort of thing.
So essentially, the pagans got royally dicked over.
Yeah, pretty much.
So everything to do with paganism just got tacked on someone.
Yeah, they went
random other stuff.
We'll keep it.
I can see now why those pagans looked pissed off when I went to Stonehenge that time. That would annoy me. Tom, fireworks. Why?
I mean, it's a good question, isn't it? I don't think I've ever met anyone that actually likes fireworks, yet there seems to be loads of them going off. It's like it's one of those things that people don't admit to. They're just like, I don't like fireworks, and they're in the backyard firing them and upsetting dogs all over the world and cats. And that's just a bit of a, I don't know why. I don't get them. What, like, just keep your house warm by burning the money.
That is a good point. Ian Bowden says, I don't get whether they make the loud ones. It's a visual enjoyment thing. So, I mean, it's at the moment, because there's no organised displays, the World and his wife, round there at least, seems to be having a display in their back garden. And then when you look out the window, it's like pinks and yellows and blues. And it's like being in the middle of a really gay war.
Or in your room.
I'm aware that I'm saying that, and I'm surrounded by a glittery curtain and a lot of strobing. But thanks for that, Thomas. Thanks. Oh, hello. We have a follow-up question. If everyone is done with fireworks, nothing else to add. No. Kitty Messalina would like to know, which one of the panel would you most like to be locked in a room with for 24 hours? Alternatively, which one would you least like to be locked in a room with for 24 hours? So whilst we all recoil slightly in horror, Alex, we'll come to you first.
How about we come to you first?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So least, and purely because I feel bad every time he reminds me that I forgot his name on the first 15 occasions that we met. Thomas, because I just generally feel awful every time he brings that up, and quite rightly so. I'm a terrible person. Possibly you, Alex. Right, who's next?
Why?
I'd have to give reasons. Who's next?
I thought I am next.
Okay.
Most likely would be Thomas, I think, because I know him and I've been to his place. And he's fun when he's drinking wine.
Aww.
The least, I don't know. There's always a chance for me to be locked down in a room for 24 hours with any of you.
Okay, Benny.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I wouldn't mind being locked in a room with Kate only because we've never met. Over the past 7 months, we've been doing podcasts. We've never met. So, yeah. So, the least, I don't know. I would have to go with Tom again because
Brilliant.
I keep forgetting his name when we're at gigs, but I forget everyone's name. So yeah.
I've got no excuse. I'm just terrible. So it's 1-4 Tom, 2 against Tom.
I'm going to pick Alex as my Alex. Sorry, Alex. Because I would just love to spend 24 hours trying to annoy her as much as I could. And then, this is going to sound like a cop-out, I would least like to spend 24 hours locked in a room with myself, because it would be awful. Because I'd drive myself insane.
Well, we ponder the implications of that. Kate?
Most Benny, for the same reason he said, pretty much. And least Alex, because I would spend the entire time obsessing about her lipstick. And that would probably annoy her. So it's purely because I'm jealous of the lipstick rather than anything else.
Me too. Some of the comments coming through relating back to the last questions. Ted says, fireworks are pretty. I like the oohs and ahs, but that's not from the fireworks. That's from the crowd. You don't need fireworks for oohs and ahs. We could just start a festival of people turning up and going, ooh.
I hate people who go, to me. I feel like I'm not a bloody baby.
Nice. Johnny Hauser said, nah, I'm locked in a room for the next 2 weeks. Don't do it, Alex. So that's relating to your comment about Tom. And he then corrects himself. 4 weeks. Fuck. Let's have a look at some questions that have popped through. Joel Mole would like to know, celebrity crush. Who's famous that you fancy? Oh, Benny's giggled. That's a good sign. You have too many.
because I can't remember.
But do you have one though? Describe them to us.
2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth.
You what?
You told him to describe the celebrity to us, and I said 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Unless he has 1 eye or something, I don't know what he's into.
I was just kind of hoping he'd lean right into the mic again and really go for it.
And
No,
you
it's
know what? Listen,
My battery's
I
running low
like.
to my headphones. Wait.
Benny, is this her? Based on Alex's description, is that who you fancy?
Yes.
Ah, that's good.
I've done a photo there.
Did you used to work on Crime Watch? That's good.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I just reused the same picture.
Tom, your celebrity crush?
I'm going to go with Lady Gaga, just to give an answer. Ew. Jealous.
Okay. Alex, have you narrowed it down yet? Because you said you had quite a few.
No, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Trevor Noah or Khalid, the singer. Or no, actually, Keanu Reeves.
Cool.
Keanu Reeves.
Kate.
I suppose Elijah Woods. That's slightly weird, but yeah, it's a hangover from my teenage years.
Fair enough. Stepping up a gear for the next question. Nicola Butler wants to know who would be capable of killing someone if your life was in danger. Yeah, I was actually going to say you probably would. Who else if your life was in absolute mortal danger? I don't think I would. I think I'm a wimp. I'm a complete wuss.
Don't worry, I'll save
I
you.
would kill.
He says, leaving it slightly.
I would.
Fair enough.
If my life was in danger, I would kill to not be dead. No? Was
No,
that
cool.
the question?
No, that works for us. So, Kate, what about you?
I think so. It depends what tools were at my disposal at that moment. Because I think I'd be, if it was bare hands, I'm like, no, I couldn't manage it. I thought way too much. I'm way too intense about that.
Nice.
But then, Kate, you could kickbox them.
I could kickbox them, yeah. That's true. I have to kick them.
Cool. Well, I will go on to our next question. Our next question is a bit different because it is a photo question. So I'm going to show you a photo, which is on my second screen here. And the question is, who on the panel is this? So, who would like to take a guess? Now, if you figured out that it's you, don't answer. Who do you think this is? Benny, who on the panel do you think this is?
It's Alex, not you, Alex.
Why?
Why do you think that?
I don't know, because you seem like the type of lady who likes her onesies.
Fair enough. Kate, you're...
I think it would be... I want to say Alex as well, but I really want it to be Thomas.
Okay. Alex, so there's been 1.5 votes for you. Your thoughts?
It's Thomas.
Thomas.
And there's a reason
Would you
why I
like-
know that.
Why is that?
Because I know he has something like that, something similar with that print on.
Cool. I would just like to point out, probably you couldn't see it, Benny, because of the caption was in the way, but the big hairy arm here would probably have been a giveaway. The correct answer was Thomas Hancock. That's who that was. Yes.
Were you the one going through my bins the other night? Where did you get that
My
photo from?
I cannot possibly reveal my sources.
I don't even have
so
that photo, and I clearly took it.
What he has with me?
Sorry.
Moving swiftly on. Next question. Have you ever played a prank on someone? And if so, how far did you take it? Anyone here a prankster?
No.
No pranks. I included that question just because I did. And I'm equally ashamed, but also a bit proud of it. So quite a while ago, back when I was still living in Bournemouth, on the South Coast sort of comedy circuit, there was a comedian called Richard James. Okay. So I sort of knew him to say hello to at gigs, and that was about it. And he was going through a phase where comedians thought it would be a funny idea to take any Facebook post that he writes and then make a fake profile related to that post and send him a friend request. Like he mentioned that he got a spider on his car windscreen and he got 9 requests from spiders. Yeah. So after he put up one day, because he was still working at Sainsbury's, he put up, you know when you overhear couples talking and you only like hear the back end of something and you're not privy to the whole thing and it's a bit weird. I've just heard a couple say, do you need to get carrots? What? Rapey carrots? And then they laughed and walked off. So I sent him a friend request from Ray P. Carrot. And for the next 6 months, I then taunted him as Ray. And he didn't have a clue it was me. To the point where I also made up some fake Edinburgh Fringe posters and put them up in his venue when I visited. So that was how far I took it, and he's hated me ever since. So yeah, so for 6 months I was gaslighting someone pretending to be Ray P. Carrot.
Is he still friends with Ray?
He took possession of Ray and put him in a blender.
Oh no.
Okay.
Spider.
Blender.
Alright.
No. Carrot's going blenders.
I zoned out, so I only caught half of the calls.
Well, that's made an issue of saying that's genius. I did do a follow-up one last year where I pretended to be Richard Squirrel because he put up a status saying that a squirrel leapt out of a bin and surprised him. And I even went as far as starting a podcast as Richard Squirrel. So I don't think it's me being a prankster. I think it's me just being a sick puppy. Ian Bowden's been in touch saying I was stuck at my historic school waiting to scare some kids that were running past. I opened it. I opened, shouted boo to the face of my boss. Very nice. Very nice. Richie G says I want to prank someone into drinking olive oil. I said it was apple juice. Lovely. A few comments relating to the picture question. Ishi was guessing, didn't see the airy harms but saw boobies.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. But Ian got it right though, saying, see the male tattooed arm, definitely Thomas Shirley. So they got that right. On to our next question. What have we got left? If you had to choose between going naked or having your thoughts appear in thought bubbles over your head for everyone to read, what would you choose?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
So next level exhibitionism. Nice. Okay, so both. Any advance on both? Benny?
I would go full bubble because no one can understand me when I'm talking. So they're definitely not going to understand my thoughts, are they?
There's a real world application to this.
Yeah.
For you, so you would that would be quite helpful for you. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Kate,
Thought
your
bubble
thoughts? Thought bubble.
every time, just because you just met it. Yeah, it seems more whimsical and more fun.
That's true. That's true. Thomas.
I'm going to go naked because that's less embarrassing than my thoughts.
Aww.
Plus, I can't wear that dressing gown ever again now, so that's.
Well,
got no
onesie.
I would.
Onesie, no.
Yeah, was it a onesie? It was a dressing gown.
Let's clear this up. It's a lady's dressing gown. It's got a
Used to
hood.
be mine.
Got a hood.
There's a zip on it.
It's not a zip.
There's a zip. No. Oh.
Just to clarify, I am aware of what my own clothes are, but we can go with a onesie if you want.
Nice, very very nice. So I would with regards to the nude or thoughts, for similar reasons I'd say nude, because no one wants to see my thoughts. Yeah.
Do you think
It's
people
probably
want to see you nude? Just asking.
well, maybe. Whilst I nurse my ego, let's have a look back at the comments, see if there's any more that have been coming in. Which lady, Thomas?
Which lady?
Yeah.
The dressing gown. It's off the ladies' shelf in George Asda. It's in a lady's dressing gown, made for ladies. It's not off a particular lady.
Okay, cool.
It's warm. It's comfy.
Ian Bowden says Alexandra's my new celebrity crush.
Aww.
Joel Moll said I'd go thought bubbles. It'd be mostly Doctor Who stuff. Fair enough, Joel. Fair enough. And yeah, as Kitty agrees, savage takedown there, Alexandra. Yeah, thanks. Cheers. Thanks. She does have a follow-up from the last question. This is hypothetical. Are the legal repercussions of walking around naked? I'd say no. I'd say no. She goes on to say, I would argue that it isn't a lady's dressing gown unless Thomas is a lady. It's Thomas's dressing gown. I think we're getting a bit bogged down on the ins and outs of this. So keep your questions, please, coming in for the panel. Have what?
Are you regretting that picture now?
No, never.
Okay.
That was
Never.
a good picture.
It's an excellent picture. Tej is on with, assuming you're all heterosexual, would you consider same-gender sexual relations, yes or no? So we won't pry, but we'll ask the question. Would you consider same-gender relations? Beautifully put, as well, Tej. Would you go at it with the bloke, Benny?
No.
No. No, it's a no from Benny. Thomas.
Yeah, man, do what you want. That's what I say. Go do you want.
Is that what you'd say? That what you'd say to the other person?
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Kate.
The heart wants what it wants, so yes, I think is the answer.
Cool. Alex.
Yes, it depends who it will be, though.
Yes, I'd say yes, but I'd be very picky. I'll be very picky.
You're picky.
Yeah, all right. Wow. So, moving on. Ian Bowden. If I walk around naked, my thoughts are pretty obvious anyway. That's Ian walks around with a permanent boner Bowden. Ishi, there are just legal consequences at the minute to just walking about. That's true. Yeah, so thinking about it, we're on lockdown too. Can't get past the front door. So, back to the questions. So, Christmas 2020, a welcome celebration in a pandemic, or can it just fuck right off this year?
I'm a humbug, so
You're not digging Christmas.
No, I'm happy in a field for Christmas.
Happy in a field. Cool.
Well, walking round a field. That'd be my Christmas.
Nice. Kate, Christmas yay or nay this year? Because I just feel like we've been cheated every year.
I like Christmas, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I like the really simple things about Christmas, like the trees and the lights, and that's about it. So I'm not. So it's like, oh, spending time with your family. I'm okay with that. Just the trees and the lights and stuff.
But booze and food.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's just an excuse to slip off the diet. Tom.
I love Christmas, so yes, I think we should celebrate it. Plus, I need a legitimate reason to eat and drink loads of food and drink unnecessarily. So, I do it all year round and get judged. So why not have Christmas where people are just like, it's Christmas, you can do it. So
It is the one day of the year that no one will bat an eyelid if you have a beer at 10 in the morning.
Yeah. All time work really drunk. They do bat an eyelid at that.
That's true.
Say it's Christmas and you get off.
Yeah. See a point. Alex.
This is England. No one bats an eye when you're having a drink at 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's true. Cheers.
I don't really like Christmas, so it can fuck right off every year, not just this year.
Fair enough.
If everyone's been allowed to eat and drink all year anyway because of the lockdown, haven't we just had one extended Christmas?
True.
All year it's been Christmas.
It's about that break in between, that glorious 5 months when there isn't tinsel in the shops. You need that. You need that period to sort of break it up a bit. I mean, but the normal sort of things you get during the year, for me certainly, has been completely robbed. So it feels like just come out of Christmas, don't leave the house, can leave the house, go to work, actually don't, and now it's Christmas again in lockdown too. So I don't know, it just feels like some time's been completely away. So
I just think, look, Diwali didn't happen and they had to suffer, so why can't we grow up and suffer as well?
Me and Thomas live in Leicester, so Diwali did happen.
Sorry, but that's my motto. I'll get off my high horse.
No, stay on there. On your high horse and your soapbox, stay there, Benny. I, for one, enjoy it. I want more of your political rants. Has everyone answered? Oh, no, suddenly got distracted. I normally I love Christmas, but I did wince at the first sight of Kevin the Carrot when I went into Aldi. I did just go, really? I don't know. It's going to be. Going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting one. So back to the comments. Joel Mole, applause. Thanks. Anytime. No problem. You guys want to say, so, those three spirits, they need to haunt Alexandra. Nice. It's Scrooged. Scrooged is a staple. Although he does like Kevin, he has just put Kevin. Thanks for that. Kitty is back on. I like Christmas, but that's mostly because I have Father Christmas kink, and I want to be Santa's little ho ho ho. All the usual comments about emptying a sack on my bed, coming down my chimney, etc. It's always nice when you stop by, Kitty. I really wish you'd do that more. You've brought some festive cheer to the latter stages of the show. She also wants to know, in lockdown, what percentage of days have you spent dressed in outdoor clothes, not onesies or pants? At the minute, I am in very casual, comfy, borderline going to bed gear. So, including...
I thought this was a black tie event.
Oh, yeah, it's at the cleaners. So I have been dressed mainly all day today in this fetching tartan attire that I've got here. Like the got like a toweling sort of effect. So, and that's been basically me since March. So that's every day. So Kate, what about yourself? Have you been casual or?
No, I've been because I've been working through it. I've been wearing normal clothes all the time because I always forget. Like when I'm on a Zoom call, I always forget, and I have to go and stand up and move somewhere else. So it's like I have to be fully dressed.
So you've never done the top off for business, bottom off for comfort Zoom?
No, because I just know because I stand up too often on it. It's like no, can't be doing with it.
I did do an online gig where I deliberately went fully suited from the waist up and then just my boxer shorts. It wasn't really a strong look, to be honest. Ishi's enjoying my PJs. Thanks for the 3 crying with laughing face emojis there, Ishi. Cheers for that. Kitty is wishing everyone a merry XXXmas. Ian wants to know Kitty is interested in a sexual elf. Thanks, Ian. Actually, that deserves a screenshot. Where is it? Nice. Thanks, Ian. Thanks for stopping by. What else have we got in the comments? Joel wants to know, Kitty, did you write Santa Baby? Are we all familiar with that song?
No. Is it an old one?
Eartha, I think it was Eartha Kitt. So, possibly. Go on, say it, Benny.
I know. Santa Baby. Under the tree.
For me, been an awful good girl, Santa Baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight. There we are. You know you've done well when it's just you applauding you singing. I think me and Benny are the new Everly brothers. We harmonise so well.
That's my karaoke done for this year.
Yeah, Thomas.
Christmas #1. I think you should release that. You should go for Christmas #1.
Excellent.
Or not.
It's resonating with people. It's the weirdest Christmas song ever. It's about Catwoman's weird kink. Oh God, yeah, Eartha Kitt. Yeah, was Catwoman very early on because she could do that.
Yes.
And I enjoyed doing that noise far more than I'm going to let on. Nice. Okay, so got time for one more question coming in. Ishi says it's a Christmas #1 right there. Call me this week, Benny. We'll get the vocals down properly. Yeah. So let's look what else we've got. I think there must be a question. Yes, there is. There's a question here from Hussein Ali. What would you guys name your first Netflix stand-up special? Kate, we'll come to you first. If Netflix came a calling and they said we're going to give you a special, what would you call it?
A special with a question mark. Just because it's like a special, because that means so many things. It's like just one, or what do you mean by special? Is essentially the question.
Nice. Benny.
Benny Shake's special hour is coming to you.
Wow.
And just to really add some atmosphere to that was Alex's really drawn out vape, which made a really great sucking noise was happening in the background whilst that was beautifully done. Smoke as well. Roger says that his would be called Roger Your Christmas.
Yeah.
Thanks for the imagery, Roger. That's nice. Tom, what would you say?
Oh, it's a good question. I don't know, really. That's an awkward question, isn't it? You put me right on the spot, even though I had loads of time to think about it.
Yeah.
I would call mine
Hancock's Hour.
There could be a lawsuit with that, though, couldn't there?
It's not a onesie, it's a girl's dressing gown.
The ladies' dressing gown, Benny. I wouldn't fit into a girl's, would I? I'm a big man.
Think you'll find it was yeah. I think you'll find I was in the men's department and somebody just put it there by mistake. Okay, right on. Well, has everyone answered the?
No, I didn't.
Everyone else has one? Oh, Alex.
Never mind now. Too late.
I got distracted by a really, really, really bad question. I'm not going to ask. That's bad. Yeah. What your thoughts?
On what? You forgetting about me. Very rude.
Yeah, and also I've forgotten what the question was because I got rid of the caption, and I have a memory like a goldfish, as Tom will tell you.
What's the name of your if Netflix?
Netflix special. Thank you. Yes, there we go. Thank you. So glad you're here.
You know what, guys? I'll be the host from now on. What's your
All
answer,
right.
Alex?
All right, fair enough. You're now.
Brilliant.
Hey.
Go on, Alex.
There we go. I'll just say my Netflix special will be called Oh and Ew. That's the title.
That's good.
Oh wait, there's a question on there.
Yeah, it is. Can you see
You're on
it?
the panel still, Alex. So.
Oh, there we go. Hello, I'm back.
Right,
I'm
guys,
back.
let's go to the next question. Christmas 2020.
Oh,
We had
that's.
that question before.
I know. Going back to the comments. Ishi was saying, it looks like Alexander has registered a vibrator.
I don't need a vibrator.
Okay. Joel wants to know, clarifying, what would a vibrator even be, Ishi? Nice. Good commitment to the joke, mail, Alex. Thanks. I was pleased with that callback. I'm glad you noticed that, Joel.
I only read the comments that are saying something good about you, but never mind.
That's how I get through the day. That is how I get through the day. And I believe, yeah, that
it's almost
is,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is all of the questions. So thank you to everybody. Before we do go, we're going to go through everybody and say if you've got anything to plug. Now is the time to declare it. Benny, we'll come to you first.
I do the podcast and Kate can do the Friday thing. Benny shakes things up. We are on Saturday next week at 8 o'clock on Benny Shakes Things Up. We've got two great comedians. I will be posting the poster tomorrow.
Nice. And Kate, seeing as he's delegated already, what are you going to plug?
Delegated me. It's at this moment that I go, what am I doing on Friday? We are doing a charity thing for One Place East on Zoom through Laugh Able, which is Mark Burkwood's night. And yes, if you go to Laugh Able, you'll be able to find the link, tickets, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, cool. Nice one. Tom?
Well, I would go and watch both of those two things. They seem really good. Alex, the wonderful Alex, myself, and Tej are doing our show in the Leicester Comedy Festival next year, which is called Single, Married and Divorced. So look out for that in April for the Leicester Comedy Festival. If it still happens, we'll find out. But you can watch it online as well. So fingers crossed it will go ahead.
I have my ticket because I've been all three. So
you've been all three. So you'll relate to all of it then. So it'll be good.
Absolutely, yeah. That's
I
right.
want to do the naked one.
Yeah, do
Me
it.
too.
In Leicester. I just fancy it.
I thought you chose Thought Bubbles over that.
Pardon?
I know you did say naked, didn't you? Yeah, it'd be ideal.
Yeah.
Or is
Well-
Alex on that one already?
No, I did not guest on that one, but I know a man who did. And a couple of us know a man who's done Naked Attraction. Yeah. That's how we can say what we like. He never fucking watches this. Alex, other than the Leicester show, anything for you to plug?
No, but I'm gonna plug it again. Me, Thomas, and Ted are gonna do a show called Single, Married, and Divorced on Valentine's Day at Leicester Comedy Festival next year, 14th of February. For whoever doesn't know when Valentine's Day is.
Single people.
At 5 o'clock, 7,
4.
6.
4 o'clock.
Any advance on 6? Sold.
I was
Sold.
told 4 o'clock. That's what it is.
So please buy your tickets, because if you get a ticket, then you get into the chance of going to dinner with me after the show. That's why Alex got a ticket, right? That's why Alex got 3 tickets.
Gotta like those odds. Gotta like those odds. An 11th hour question has come in, which we will get to before we go, just because it is from Christina Krakan. Christiana, sorry. You're in a crowded room. Would you rather fart loudly and everyone laughs at you, or be the only one laughing obnoxiously when someone else farts? Philosophical, Christiana. Seeing as you corrected me on the pronunciation of her name, and I'm feeling bad because I pulled Roger up on him trying to pronounce your name on Friday night. Alexandra, we'll come to you first. Which would you rather do?
Both. I'll fart and everyone will laugh, and then someone else will fart and I'll be laughing.
Cool. Benny?
I would fart. Yeah.
Nice. Kate?
I'd do the other one. I'd laugh really obnoxiously because I think I'm annoying anyway.
Nice. Tom?
I'd definitely go with farting because that's what I do anyway. So I'll let the people laugh.
Yeah, I'd go with the farting as well. And we'll leave it at that. At the 11th hour question that has come in. Thank you very much to my panel, Thomas Hancock, Cake, Lovelock, Benny, Shakes, and Alexandra Krakan. Thanks all to you guys. Some mutual Steve Wright style applause for us. And also a big thank you to our good friends at Miss Imp. All hail Miss Imp. All hail for putting us on with them tonight as part of the Digital Online Nottingham Comedy Festival. I believe that's everything. They've got a heck of a lot more online stuff that is coming up, so do check it out and do watch it all, because it all looks absolutely awesome, and it's great that there is something online. If not, it can't happen for real life. So thanks again to my panel, and until the next time, stay awkward.